Oh, guys, I love this.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, all right. So everybody is jumping in here. We got quite a few people in already. So,
You're going to do housekeeping, right?
yep, absolutely. So hello to everybody who's jumping in. Appreciate it. We're going to get started here in a couple minutes. We're still going to give a chance for some more people to join us here. But in the meantime, just a couple notes. We are keeping you guys muted. Please do not unmute yourself. You're welcome to show your video and wave and everything like that to us. We're always happy to see you. But please make sure that you do stay muted throughout the portion of the presentation. If you have questions, please pop them in the chat. We'll be monitoring the chat, and we will be answering questions either as they go along or at the end, as well as sharing our special offer at some point during the presentation as well. So that's kind of what's going to happen here. You may see notes from us in the chat during the presentation as well. Again, just encouraging you guys to ask questions via the chat room so that we can answer them as they happen. But otherwise, hey, listen, it's cocktail hour time. That's why I'm broadcasting live from my giant wheel of cheese behind me. And we've got a really wonderful evening ahead. So our Vice President of Operations, as you clearly see, is live in a river in Copenhagen.
Oh, that's right.
And that's Jeffrey Bateman, and Kate Otto adrift at sea, but just slightly ahead of one of her ships. The Director of Sales and Marketing for Regent. Because these are not backgrounds; these are actual live locations we're broadcasting from. So I'm in front of cheese, Jeffrey's in front of some boats, and Kate's just in the middle of the ocean, and it's all good. So we do have a really exciting evening today that we're very excited about having everybody be a part of. We've been longtime partners with Regent Seven Seas Cruises ever since we started here. My goodness, now 13 years ago, and we love sharing good news and relaxing times. And so, Jeffrey, if you have anything to say before we kick it off, Jeffrey's our VP of Operations.
Well, thank you everyone who's joining. I know more people are jumping in. I've had the experience sailing on Regent a few times. I have to tell you, if you haven't done it, some of you have. I know those who haven't, it truly is an experience beyond any cruise experience. From the service to the interiors to the destinations to the culinary, your experience on board is going to be something special. Every time I'm on board, I never let people know who I am or that I'm in the industry, and I get off the ship every time I'm overwhelmed with the experience. So thank you for joining us. We're going to probably talk later in the show, so to speak, and I look forward to what Kate has to show all of you, and we have some specials that we're going to tell you about that we're really excited about. And other than that, thank you again for being part of the Crown Cruise Vacations family.
All right, well, without any further ado, Kate, take it away.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jeffrey and Roger. I appreciate this opportunity to tell everybody a little bit about Regent Seven Seas Cruises. We are a luxury 6-star line, and I can't wait to tell you all about us and all about what we're doing to get ourselves back in the water. So return to service is very important for all of us in the industry. And what I'd like to say is that the cruise industry at large has been working with a Healthy Sail Panel, which is comprised of health and safety specialists. And they've been working with the CDC on protocols. To date, and this is exciting, we have 79 protocols for health and safety at sea that have been approved. And this is a list of our dedicated safety measures that will make you comfortable and safe when you sail with Regent. So just give you a minute to just review this. And I'd like to start off with a beautiful video on our Seven Seas Splendor, which she was christened last February of 2020. So the Unrivaled Space at Sea is our new campaign, but it's always been one of our pillars, offering you more personal space, which has become so important on board. We are not remodeling our ships, as we've always had this space on board. And here it really tells a story. It's visually apparent if you look to the bottom right, that if we compare us to the larger premium ships, Regent has 4 times less people and offers a lot more personal space on board. So this is very important when you choose a cruise line. And now I'd like to just go over our fleet of perfectly sized ships. We have our Splendor. Splendor holds 750 guests, and it's all balconies. And this is the one that was just christened in February of 2020. Then we have our Seven Seas Explorer, which is the sister ship and voted the most luxurious ship ever built until we built the Splendor. And of course, all suites, private balconies, and 750 guests. And our Voyager, and they've totally been refurbished, all of our ships. This holds 700 guests, all balconies. The Mariner was the first ship in the cruise industry ever built with all balcony suites, and again, 700 passengers. And then our baby, the Seven Seas Navigator, holds 490 people and 90% balconies. And then our Unrivaled Space at Sea, with no more than 750 guests on any of our ships, we offer ample personal space on board, whether it's on the deck, around the pool grill, wherever it is, there's so much space for you to feel safe at sea. This is my favorite slide. It talks about our crew, and our highly personalized crew of 1 to 1.4 crew to passenger ratio offers you personalized service. Whether you're on board our ships, remembering your favorite drink at the bar, or handing you a nice cold towel at the pool, or even remembering your name, our crew makes our clients come back again and again. And by the way, I'd like to say we have a 55% repeat cruise factor, and that's very important to us. And it is thanks to our crew. I'd like to show you just a brief video on our crew. Oops, sorry, it's after this. One thing that's important is you will have a dedicated suite attendant. So only one person will be in your suite the entire cruise to take care of your needs, to clean it up, and to service the suite.
My name is Frank Galzi. I'm the general manager.
Sushan Naik.
I'm Justin Reyes.
My name is Maria Tancredi, and I'm the restaurant manager here on Regent Seven Seas.
I'm a specialty waitress.
Sous chef, second officer, navigation.
I'm assistant cruise director on board. I've worked with Regent now for 8 years.
3.5 years.
10 years.
15 years.
I've been with Regent Seven Seas Cruises since the year 2000.
When it's a new build and you're actually starting everything from scratch, it's something that is challenging, but is also something that is very special.
And that's very exciting to see all the pieces coming together.
It gives you that feeling in your stomach because you're part of something new, part of something big, part of something exciting.
There's hundreds and hundreds of Regent crew pulling together and making the magic happen. It's simply breathtaking.
Day after day, you can see the changes and how the ship is transforming from being just a piece of metal into a beautiful lady that will be ready to cross the ocean and going around the world.
Everything has stepped up another level. It's luxury perfected.
The attention to detail that we have here is second to none within the cruising industry.
You find something amazing in every corner of this ship.
Splendor will be a new standard in the luxury cruise market, and our guests are going to appreciate the new luxury while discovering their new home away from home.
When they will come on board, they will say, wow. They might have a little tear of excitement.
They will also get to know and see how happy the crew are going to be, how proud of our ship the crew are going to be.
To have this honor, to do this for everybody who's coming, we're part of the heart of the ship, and you can feel it, and you can feel it coming together.
Regent is a fantastic family for our guests.
It's an amazing experience to be part of the Splendor team, working with professional chefs. They've all been selected to be part of the Splendor.
We are all is family, and also we are teamwork to provide everything to guests.
Working with Captain Serena, she's a fabulous leader. She's an example, not only as a captain, but also as a person.
I'm looking forward to work with Captain Serena to sail the world.
I'm so proud to work together with Captain Serena.
Not only she's a true lady, she's Italian, like me. So what is there not to be proud about?
We can always say that she's one of the best.
The Seven Seas Splendor.
Oh. Okay, sorry about that. So we are known to have every luxury included. So from your free business class air over the water, unlimited shore excursions, unlimited beverages and wines, and you can see everything, prepaid gratuities, specialty restaurants, transfers, unlimited Wi-Fi, and now free laundry service. So we just added that one in. Now I'd like to just take you through a couple of slides on our public space. This is the grand staircase of the Seven Seas Splendor. Our Explorer has a similar staircase, and it takes you through all the gift shops and the lounges and specialty bars and so forth. The observation lounge, a wonderful place just to get away, maybe read a book. And then our coffee connection, we have these on all of our ships. Some have inside and outside specialty coffees. They're just yummy, and it's a really great gathering place for people, especially in the morning. Our culinary kitchens are actually on the Explorer and the Splendor. And I took a culinary class, and it's so much fun. And they're at a cost, but through Crown Cruise Vacations, we have shipboard credits, and you can use these ahead of time to take a course. So this is really important to know. We also have culinary tours ashore that the chefs from these kitchens will take you on a culinary adventure that you will probably never forget. And then onboard life, we have lots going on board, from our enrichment lectures to the evening entertainment to a putt-putt, golf, all kinds of things, even pickleball on the Explorer and the Splendor. It's brand new. Everybody loves pickleball now. So from the evening entertainment, which is dances in the lounges, we have bands in different lounges, and we also have a full-blown Broadway production show that we offer. This is one of our lounges on the Splendor, and we're doing some mixology. So we created some of our own cocktails on board the Splendor, and now it's fleet-wide. So some of our Broadway entertainment is awesome. Excellent shows on board. Lots to do. And we have a casinos, of course, and then a lecture series. And again, we're highlighting a new rollout of Spotlight cruises. So we will have guest lecturers and spotlights on the various different things that you're reading here, from wine to Broadway. So very exciting to talk about. And then, of course, our spa. We own our spa. It's called Serene. And we offer all the treatments that you could ever want. So it's a nice way to relax on board. And then our dining venues. We offer a variety of dining venues, and of course, lots of tables for two. It's open seating. And then what I'd like to highlight is one of my favorites is a 2-pound Alaskan king crab leg shelled in prime 7. My other favorite is Cioppino in Sette Mare, which is our Italian restaurants. And it's so much fun. You can even dine outside in Sette Mare. And then we also offer a variety of vegan delights, and those are in our Compass Rose restaurant. And I'll go over this in a minute. So open seating everywhere. So all you have to do is just walk in the restaurant, say, I want a table for 2, whatever time you want, the time frames they're open. And what I like too is the alternate restaurants. All you have to do is make a reservation. You make this before you go on the cruise, but there's always openings. And these alternate restaurants, there's no charge. And we also offer we open them as a surprise if we have a day at sea. This is the Compass Rose restaurant on the Seven Seas Splendor. Very, very spacious, very open, and the menu is extensive. Prime 7, our steak and seafood restaurant. We also have other restaurants, which I'll go over in a second. So the outdoor space. So you've had, a long excursion, and all you want to do is go and have dinner and a drink. And you can dine under the stars with a full menu. So this is another choice for dining, and this is open for breakfast and lunch too, but new is the dining for dinner. And then if you've had such a long day in excursions and you don't want to go out anywhere, we offer dinner from the Compass Rose served course by course right in your stateroom. So lots of people will do this and just watch a movie or sit on their balconies. It's a lovely way to just dine in. And then what's new is our plant-based cuisine. So we have more than 200 selections, and we're evolving every year on this. And we're adding more and more plant-based to our cuisine. And this can be found in either room service or the Compass Rose restaurant. And then Vera water is in all of our suites. You have a bottle that you can take on shore excursions of the Vera water, not the glass, but the aluminum bottles. And you can just fill it up. We have filling stations everywhere on the ship. This is the rest of our restaurants. So we have French restaurant called Chartreuse, and we also have Asian fusion called Pacific Rim, which serves the best black cod, miso black cod that I've ever had. It was great. And then our suites, I'd like to just take you through some of the highlights of our suites on board. This is actually the Regent Suite, and this is the dining area of the Regent Suite, which is 4,400 square feet. It's larger than some people's homes. And it has 2 bedrooms, and one of the bedrooms is amazing. The mattress is a $100,000 mattress. It's just beautiful. So the Regent Suite comes with spa features right in the suites, private car and driver, butler service, and of course, the larger suites have dining tables, so you can have dinner with friends. You can invite them over. So it's nice. And this is the bathroom of the Regent Suite. And then we have Master Suite. This happens to be on the Splendor. All the suites have large bathrooms, large closets. And then we have also butler service for our penthouse and above suites, the Splendor Suite. And then this gives you the suite on the Explorer, which I love. It's the bed faces the sliding glass doors in the balcony. And again, the closets are amazing and the bathrooms are quite spacious. This is the master suite living room, piano, grand piano, as well as many other features. The Mariner's master suite. So again, you see the dining room table, which you can entertain. It's lovely, really is lovely. And this just shows you one of our master bathrooms on board the Explorer. And then a grand suite. And our master suite on the Mariner. And our master suite living room on the Navigator. Then our penthouse suites. So this has a separate, the pocket doors, so you can have total privacy. It's one stays up late and the other one wants to go to bed early. And then here's our typical concierge suite. Separate sitting room, flat screen TVs. We have a mini bar that's stocked with all your favorites, whatever you like. If you would like bottled water, you like a special beer, you like special liquor, it's all provided in the suites. And then just highlighting the beds that we have are called sleep slumber beds. Most people want to take the beds and the mattresses home. They're just so cozy and comfortable. So we have that. And then this is another favorite of mine. It's the concierge suite on the Explorer. Again, the bed faces the sliding glass door and large bathrooms, large closets. And then our concierge suite on the Voyager. And I have to say that we've been voted, according to me, years ago, and it just clicked. Best bathrooms at sea. And why is I gave a tour of our Navigator in New York, and people thought I was out of my mind, but I said, please join me in the bathroom. Let's see how many people we can fit. And I had 12 people on the floor space of the bathroom. That's large. If you've been on other cruise lines, you can say, wow, that is quite large. And then the last is our Mariner Deluxe Veranda Suite. And then our balconies. This is wonderful for your own personal space. I love having a cocktail and before dinner on the balcony. I love also having breakfast, and the breakfast is served course by course. I'm sorry, it's not served course, but there's a table in the suite, but most people want to have that breakfast outside on the balcony. It's lovely. I wish I was there right now. It's beautiful. Now our destinations, we have over 450 worldwide destinations, and I'm going to show you where we travel. And we just launched our 22-23 sailings in last October, and it's doing so well. And I must emphasize, because our clients, we have a high repeat, we are filling up for 2022 and 2023. It's exciting for us as cruise industry to see this demand, because so many people are just tired of this. They want to travel and they have bucket lists that they must complete. So it's working. We're excited. And here is the destinations that we do sail to all over the world. So from Northern Europe, Mediterranean, grand cruises and so forth, from 7-night cruises to 149 nights. One thing that we are known for is being port intensive, and meaning we could spend 2 nights in St. Petersburg and 3 full days. So you really have that experience in St. Petersburg and time to take those, the unlimited shore excursions that we offer, or the Regent Choice excursions, but lots of overnights. Plus, we also spend more time in the ports because our ships are small. And if you've been on only a larger ship, it takes some time to clear. when you enter into a port. Hours clear usually within 30 to 40 minutes. You're off the ship, you're with a very small group of people, and you are really enjoying the shore excursion because you're not with hundreds, you're only with a few. And that's a big, big advantage on cruising with us. And some of our new ports, we're always trying to find new ports of call. And we're very port intensive. So most of our sailings will have maybe a day at sea, maybe not, but these are all the new destination ports. And then we do have grand voyages. So if you'd like to sail with us for some time, we have these beautiful grand voyages available. And then our world cruises. And I'm excited to say, but I wish we had a little more space, that our 22 sold out last year, but our 23 149 night world cruise sold out in less than a week, the full world cruise. This is unheard of. This has never happened in the 28 years I've been with this company. I am just shocked and amazed and happy that we have so much demand for world cruise. Free unlimited shore excursions means just that. So we might have a choice of 6 or 7 in every single port that are complimentary. We launched this years ago. It's been a very big hit, and a variety. And unlimited means if you want one in the morning and one in the afternoon, if time allows, that's available, you go. And that's what's great. You really have time to spend doing these shore excursions. But we also offer Regent Choice excursions at a cost. And again, with Crown Cruise Vacations, you will have shipboard credit that you can use towards these shore excursions. This happened to be one of my favorites. It's at Catherine Palace in St. Petersburg. And it was an evening event, and we were met by a glass of champagne, went through the hallways of all this beautiful artwork, and then ended up in this gorgeous ballroom for a concert. And it was just so lovely. And then after that, we left and went to this really quote unquote Russian restaurant. And we had all the Russian food. It was fun. It was, you know, trying the Russian food, which I've never had before. And everybody had such a great time. So it was a wonderful shore excursion. We do have small groups, and that's kind of around what you saw with the culinary. Also, if it's history or it's music, it's something unique. We have these excursions available. And we also offer private car and drivers at a cost, but again, you can use your shipboard credit for that. One thing that is new is Reconnect on Regent. And I honestly think that this is going to be, it was a hit, now it's going to be a better hit because it's usually families of 10 or more or friends that have a gathering, and it could be a very special event, a special celebration. So we have private shore excursions for that group. We can waive the custom air. We can have personal in-suite notifications for the party departure on the private shore excursions. And we also have an onboard private event. So this is if you're intending on sailing with family or friends, this is available to you. Now, I'd just like to review some of the special offers, but I have to highlight that these two are very dressed up. Our dress code is usually country club casual, and it's wonderful. And a gentleman might wear a jacket, no tie, in the alternate restaurants, but it's not necessary. We also have an exclusive savings for our Seven Seas Society members. So the more you sail, the more days you accumulate. There are different levels, and you will absolutely get additional amenities when you become a Regent Seven Seas Society member. Now, I'd like to talk about the exclusive offer for tonight, and with Crown Cruises, it begins tonight and it goes until April 15th. And this is a cruise sale savings of up to $2,000 per suite. So it depends on how many days you sail, what categories you're booked in, and this is the offer that you will have. Now, one thing I'd like to mention that this is combinable with other offers that we have with Crown Cruise Vacations, and I'll tell you about that. Solo travel, we do have single supplement specials at 125%. Depending on the sailings, they are available. We are celebrating our 30th anniversary, and there are several cruises for this year and next year that we will have highlight the 30th anniversary. And one of the sailings will be in August to, I believe it's the Baltics, and Jason Montague, our president, is hosting that. Pardon me. This is an offer that's just been extended today until the end of April. This is free extended pre and post land programs on our exotic sailings. And there are select voyages, which you can get from Crown Cruise Vacations, but these are pre and post, and they could be in Australia, they could be in Sydney, they could be in Bali or Singapore. So land programs, but if you don't have the time to take them, there will be sort of like an air credit, there'll be a credit off the cruise. So this is available now until the end of the month. And then with Crown Cruise Vacations, I wanted to mention not only their contact information, but if you book with Crown Cruise Vacation, they are offering complimentary travel insurance, which is big. And they have group fares that are locked in, which is very special. And numerous sailings have these group fares where if our fares go up, well, Crown Cruise Vacations has those fares locked in. And then they also have special offers from their consortium ensembles. So there's a lot of different opportunities for savings if you book with Crown Cruise Vacations. Thank you. And Roger?
Thank you very much, Kate. I appreciate it. And you know what? I was really pleased looking at the Seven Seas Splendor that the Culinary Arts Center, I'm very happy to see that they did model it after my kitchen in my apartment. I thought that was wonderful. I thought that was really quite nice. Again, we just want to go over the offer one quick time here for you. So you do have complimentary travel insurance when you book with Crown Cruise Vacations on your Regent Seven Seas voyage. And then in addition to that, there is the onboard savings of up to $2,000 per suite if you book by April 15th, which is combinable with the extended explorations offer, which allows you to have free pre and post cruise experiences or additional credit on your reservation if you can't have time to make the pre and post. Now, Jeff loves the Regent Suite, absolutely loves the Regent Suite, and like literally would message me and he's like, oh my God, I have the best story.
No, so I do. And Kate, if you could go back, I don't even know what the slide number, because one thing that impresses me about Regent so much, besides the destinations, the culinary, I'm sorry?
To the suite, the Regent Suite?
Yes, to the first slide for the Regent Suite, is all the detail they put into these ships. The details are so magnificent. And I have to tell you, I was very fortunate to be one of the first people to sail on the new Splendor in February. We got off on March 3rd, and of course, everything happened and the ship kind of ended its season right then. So after its inaugural thing. But in this picture, the one thing you don't see is something quite unique. There's the dining room table, but this bar that's right behind it, this glass bar where the water faucet is, what you don't see is the coffee maker and the tea maker that pop up from the top of that, and you put everything's done by keypad, and you you actually order everything off of an iPad and it just makes it for you. You don't touch a thing. And there's all these different teas and all these different coffees that just appear and you didn't touch anything but the iPad. It's pretty amazing. The furnishings, you're looking at silks and beautiful wools and cashmere throughout their entire suite. The other thing about this particular suite is it comes with its own heated spa chairs in the bathroom, the master bathroom. It also has a second bedroom that you didn't see off of the living room, and there's a grand piano and there's another bar. It's just magnificent, this suite. But this is just one of the details that throughout the ship, when I walked on, I've been in, knock on wood, I've been very fortunate over the years to travel and go to some very nice hotels and be on beautiful ships. But I walked on board this, and I was on the Explorer, which is the sister ship. I walked on board, and as Kate said, I was blown away just from the first moment I stepped on board. It's nothing that can compare to this in the form of beauty. It is truly a beautiful lady, because ships on the water, they're ladies, and she is absolutely beautiful. And if you haven't done Regent, all of their ships are done beautifully, but nothing is quite as spectacular as the Splendor. So this kind of really is, when it does start sailing, will be its full year of cruising, because she's kind of been, anchored and not going anywhere. So there's a lot of offers out there that we can offer you. We're here to help you, experience Regent, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I do, because I have clients that just constantly rebook Regent on a regular basis, and they just keep going back because of their experiences. So that's all I wanted to say. I could talk about Regent and the ships all day, but we don't have all night. So you're welcome.
Yeah, and we do have a handful of questions as well. So Kate, Patrick was asking us if the included air, if guests are able to choose preferred airlines and routing, or if that's going to be an additional charge.
They are, and it may be an air deviation charge, which of course, if it comes through Crown, we can waive.
Well, that's wonderful. That's great to hear. Always nice to be able to give everybody that little extra, right? And we'll keep you to that. So, the other thing that I wanted to mention was, I think the current offer that you guys have outside of our exclusive offer that we have for this, which is the extended explorations deal, is really wonderful, because those Regent pre and post tours are pretty magnificent. What makes a Regent tour special and unique as opposed to something some other cruise line might do?
Well, there's an awful lot included. So you have your hotels, and of course they're wonderful hotels. First of all, you have complete transfers, like pick you up, take you to the hotels and so forth. Then you have events as well as tours that are set up, private tours that are set up within, if it's Sydney or Bali or Singapore or wherever, they're just exclusive private tours. And we can give you examples. I actually had a few slides that just didn't work for our presentation tonight, but I do have details on exactly what we offer for each tour.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, listen, the point is that there are a lot of really good tours that are included in this, and can really make your vacation that much special, make it much more special.
And one thing to note is that you're not going to be alone. You'll be, whatever the group is, but we'll never leave you alone.
Right.
You'll always be with the group.
Right. And that's really nice. So I know you mentioned how much you love St. Petersburg, and you got to eat. First off, I want to know, what was your favorite Russian food at that restaurant? Was it the borscht? Was it the, I don't know what else Russian people eat?
I like the wine.
Well, who
because
doesn't?
the salad was fine, but the borscht, it was fun. I ate it, but it's not my favorite thing.
That's a ringing
But it was
endorsement. It was
wonderful
fun.
just
I
to
ate
be.
it.
It was wonderful to be in the environment, and then they had these beautiful handmade Christmas ornaments of characters, elephants and all kinds of things. So I bought a whole bunch of those too. It was amazing. It was fun.
So, of course, we always like to look ahead here, especially given the last few months and how frustrating it's been for everybody not to be able to make those dream vacations happen. So when you're able to get back up on the water and you're able to take your next Regent voyage, what voyage do you want to make happen?
Do I want to go on?
Yeah. What's your bucket list Regent cruise?
Oh, actually, I want to go the Holy Land. And that's Istanbul round trip. Those sell very, very well. They're usually 12-night cruises. And we have one this year, and we have two next year, and we have several in 2023. That's one. I love Istanbul. That's one of my favorite cities in the whole wide world. It's just so active and so much fun, and I love the spice market, and I love the food and the people. The other is I would hop on a Caribbean if we had one right away, just to get out of my house.
Right. At this point, if
I
it
don't
cruised to
care.
Minnesota, I'd probably take it. Right. So we do have somebody else asking, so when you do return to service, which we anticipate will be in the next few months, are you planning on requiring vaccinations for all guests?
We don't have a statement yet, but the way the cruise industry is going and the travel industry at large, airlines, etc., there probably will be a vaccination card required, but we still don't have an exact answer yet.
And will all the crew be vaccinated?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we do know that. We do know that part. But as far as, the requirements that the cruise industry at large will have, and we're an industry that every one of us is going to have to make the same decisions.
Sure.
Roger, if I can just jump in there for a quick second as well to that question. We have heard from other major cruise lines where they are requiring vaccinations to be required to board. Also, with that guideline, depending on what country you're going to be going to, especially coming up sailings that are happening in June and through the August period and through fall, whatever the country requires, you'll have to have. So whether it's a PCR or an antigen test on top of the vaccination card. So they really are doing their best. Most of the cruise lines have a 79-page protocol sheet program that they put together with top professionals in the industry, in the medical industry and health industry, along with CDC. So the more we hear, please feel free to call us. We'll help you with those questions as much as we can. On some of the cruise lines, like I said, we do know the answers already. On others, we don't because we're still waiting. But I do believe, like Kate said, it will be a pretty universal thing throughout the cruise industry, and for the near future.
Right.
And that's very true. And a lot of this also is, it's not just going to be about what the cruise line requires. So for example, if I remember correctly, and I could be not 100% correct on this, but if I remember what I've heard correctly. So for example, if you cruise out of Greece this summer, a vaccination will be required because a vaccination is going to be required to get in the country. So if you can't get in the country, it's hard to get on the ship, right? So keep in mind, it's not just necessarily going to be about what the cruise line requires. It's also going to be about where you visit and what they require as well. So this situation, of course, is very fluid because we're starting to get to a point where people are considering travel again. And not just in terms of going there, but in terms of having people travel. And that can mean very different things for very different places. So,
Right.
you know, some people are asking about like what happens if you're fully vaccinated and you test positive, that sort of stuff. Those are all hypotheticals that Regent doesn't have an answer for right now, because Regent hasn't made those final decisions yet, because they haven't announced a formal return to service yet. When they do, those answers will be forthcoming, but there's nothing that's going to happen there. Same about somebody wanting to know if a guest will be able to leave the ship and be able to do like an independent excursion or water the ship on their own. Again, that could depend on A, what kind of vaccine requirements the cruise ship has, B, what kind of independence people on ships are allowed when they come back on board on land in a specific port. So different ports may have different rules about
Right.
that. We
Right.
just don't know yet, because until we actually know when you're sailing, where you're sailing, and then it's a go, we just don't have an answer, because those policies can change between now and then.
Right. Right.
But anyway, I think it's getting about time to wrap this up. I do want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget, if you book within the next 2 weeks, complimentary travel insurance, onboard savings of up to $2,000 per suite, and you get the free extended explorations program. And then if we have extra amenities or exclusive fares, which we often do, you'll get to take advantage of that as well. Your Crown Cruise Vacations Advisor is more than happy to help you. We are open 7 days a week, and we would love to earn your business for this. And I hope this helped you get inspired and ready to travel again, because I know I am.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much for all the wonderful information. This was really a lovely evening, and I hope everybody joins us again soon. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.